All right, and we are live. Welcome everybody to Let me just say podcast. I'm your host Ray. With me is my man Clarence.
I would like to be called Shining Wolf from now on, sir.
Okay, Shining Wolf, and we also have my baby doll, Kayla.
Hi, I'm here on time. What's up?
It's a miracle
Here
for
on
the
time.
first time.
Wait, last week I just didn't show up, but this week I'm here on time. Look at me. I'm milking that more than Kanye's milking XX extension cord.
By the way, did you see his new hairstyle?
Who Kanye? That stupid tie dye hairstyle.
Yeah, that man with tie dye.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
these
He's a
these
Gemini.
these mofos going too far with that shit.
Yeah, I liked it when they all dyed their hair blondes and like platinum and stuff. I really liked that, but now they're going too far, dyeing their hair like crayons.
Oh no.
Hi, Wallace.
Hey. All right, now joining us, Father.
Peace to everybody.
Hello.
Oh, I'm glad you are
Oops.
here. I need to talk to you.
Hello. Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh my
Before
goodness, he needs to talk to her.
Ah,
Okay.
He's going to show her the way.
that's racist.
Hey,
I-
well, we
Okay,
racist today, my brother.
all right. Obviously, we all know why we're here. We're here to talk about the Jussie Smollett situation. But before we get to that, Kayla said she wasn't here last week. You wanted to get your 2 cents off about the Grammys. So go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So, first things first. When it comes to the when it comes to the J Lo thing, what the fuck was that? Because
Oh no.
like I didn't. It's like I understand like what Smokey Robinson said. He said like, oh, all people listen to Motown. I'm like, yeah, but don't mean all of them got to sing it. Like, I don't want when I think of Motown, I don't think of Jennifer Lopez.
No, me neither.
Like they had Diana Ross whole like right there. Why didn't she? The Supremes, like come on. Diana Ross didn't. She sung her own songs because it was her birthday. But I'm like, y'all could have easily had her do the Motown thing too, since she was there already. Like, hey, by the way, sing this. She'd be like, okay, whatever. Like she
This
was
is
like
a
right there. And there's so many other people that could have done that, both from back in that era. There's a lot of them are still around, or even some people now. I don't know who, but some people now outside of Jennifer Lopez. And then she looked tired, like dancing. I'm like, girl, stop. And then you have Alex Rodriguez there. I just don't like him for some reason. So I'm just like, ew. So
It's because of the steroids.
yeah, I
well, I
want to hit him.
mean, J Lo is getting old. I
Hit
mean,
him.
she
He's like
can't
Matt
keep up
Damon.
with you.
Yeah, it's like Matt Damon for me. I don't know why I don't like Matt Damon. I just really want to hit him with a brick. I just
all
Yikes.
don't.
this hatred for Matt Damon.
It's like I don't know what
Yeah,
it is.
baby.
Huh.
It's Matt Damon.
Yeah, like I see Matt Damon. I'm like, I want his face to stop looking at me.
Yeah.
I I want to just stop.
That she got some deep seated hatred for Matt Damon.
It's like
You
it's just
know,
one of those celebrities I just don't like. It's Matt Damon.
that's how I feel about Kylie Jenner. I want to fight Kylie Jenner.
I feel you on that though. It's just like if Matt.
Excuse me, sir. That is a transphobic statement right there.
Not
She
Caitlyn.
represents the
Not,
LGBT.
not Caitlyn. Kylie. Kylie.
Oh, Kylie Jenner.
Kylie.
I get these genders mixed up.
It's like it's her. It's literally Matt Damon, and then honestly, for some reason, I really want to hit Megan Trainor. I Megan Trainor to me is just irritating. She has no neck. She's shaped like
Yeah,
a.
yeah.
She's shaped like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't.
God damn.
And she married freaking Junie from Spy Kids.
Huh?
Yeah, she married Junie from Spy Kids.
Damn.
Oh no!
I'm like, girl, he looks like an off-brand Ed Sheeran.
Oh damn.
He
I'm
is an
sorry.
off-brand.
When you said Junior, I was thinking about the first ever Spy Kids. I actually saw the premiere of that. I feel old as shit.
Me too. Like, I had all three.
Because we are old.
I had all three Spy Kids movies on DVD. I saw all three of them in theaters.
Wait, even Game Over?
Yep.
Yo.
I remember going and getting the 3D glasses. I went and touched something that came out on the screen. I was like, wow, oh my gosh. That was one of the first 3D films I saw was Spy Kids 3D. When Alexa Vega wasn't even in it half the time. And she showed up all dramatic. Like, bitch, we ain't missed you.
They had to make it look important, at least.
True. Like, Megan trying to shape like a hanger. I don't...
That's
Yeah.
fine. So,
She was going on. She was going on everybody.
Is there anything else you had problems with the Grammys?
I wanted to talk about Cardi and Mac.
Go ahead.
I love Cardi. I really, really do. I love her to death. She's adorable to me.
But
Mac, it's just like his album. That's just coming from me, because I'm a Mac fan. I've been a Mac fan since middle school. I have like an emotional connection to him and his music. Okay, like he actually got me through some tough shit, you know. And
She got tough times.
yeah, like he was almost like a best friend to me, right? So seeing him lose actually upset me. Just like like it actually upset me a little bit because I'm like, y'all just nominated him for pity. And then his whole family was there. And then the tribute, what the fuck was that? No. I wanted a whole separate thing for him. I wanted a whole separate thing. I thought that's what they were going to do because that's what I heard rumors of. But, like, I'm not mad that Cardi won. I'm just mad that they nominated Mac for pity. And not because his album was dope. Because it was. And honestly, I think he should have had 2 Grammys by now. Both. One for Watch a Movie and another one for Divine Feminine. But that's just me.
no, that was a good album.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite ones, too. That one and obviously Swimming. I think Swimming is his best work.
Yeah, Swimming definitely is. It's definitely his best work. I have it on vinyl. And I'm going to get all his other albums on vinyl because I didn't know they were even on vinyl. So I'm like, oh, bet. Okay. It's going down. Especially Blue Side Park. I don't care what anyone says about Blue Side Park. That album reminds me of having fun with my friends in like 9th and 10th grade and then going home and watching Most Dope Family. So it's just like
I'm way too ghetto for these references.
It's like with Mac, it's just like yeah, I actually cried the day he died. I really did. I actually.
So did millions of others. So did millions of others.
Yeah, but it's like I had like some sort of like emotional connection to him where my heart fucking broke. You know, and I was actually planning on seeing him in concert because he was going to be in DC, I believe, in November. I was actually planning on going. I was on the website looking at tickets the day he died. Mm-hmm. And the tickets were in my price range, and I was even madder about that. I'm like, you just had to freaking die, huh? You know, like
that fentanyl. That fentanyl.
Yeah, and it was just really sad. It was almost like he was like a best friend. It was like losing a friend. It actually really was. So it was like seeing him lose actually hurt me a lot. But I'm happy Cardi won. I really am. I love Cardi.
I mean, she did say she was gonna share the Grammy with Mac.
Yeah.
She won it for Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I actually really liked that she said that. Cause I'm like, good, awesome, you're lit. You know, I'm more mad at the Grammys than anything.
Can we also talk about how they cut my boy Drake off for speaking that truth?
That was funny because he was speaking so much truth there. He actually, I agreed with him his whole speech. And then they're like, no more, Audrey, no. They just turn his shit off.
What was
He
that
was
truth
talking
that? What was
funny.
that truth that he spoke?
You don't need the Grammys to validate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no.
It's true. And then it's funny. I just find it funny. I just want to point this out. It's funny as how after the day, it's always the day after the Grammys. All the J. Cole fans come from the cut.
Shout out to Anthony.
Huh?
Shout out to Anthony.
Yeah. Shout out to Ant. Shout out to Ant. Like literally, all the little J. Cole fans come up and say he doesn't need a Grammy to be popular. I'm like, okay.
Oh no, they would the J. Cole. See, I saw the J. Cole fans wilding out because they were saying that. And you know who else I saw? Your peoples. Your peoples was kind of wilding out too.
Oh, Ariana,
Yeah, because there was like another group that was saying, yeah, bitch. No, it was the Cardi B people going after the Ariana people because Ariana and Nicki are cool. And then BET posted that shit about posted that shot about Nicki not getting a Grammy or whatever.
Yeah, that was actually unprofessional as hell.
Yeah, that's why she got fired.
Yeah, Nicki?
No, the girl that they found out who put that caption on there.
Mm-hmm.
And well, first of all, Nicki did some petty shit by sending her barbs to that person after they found out to her. But BET fired her.
I'm guilty on that. I helped.
I know your ass helped.
I was like, nope, not today. We're not doing that. What is like? Yeah, like with Max, I'm just like, damn. That was it. Probably. I'll get to why I said probably. That was probably last time you get me nominated. Here's why I said probably. There's a whole album out. I mean, there's a whole album that he didn't get to release yet that he did with Madlib, and I'm like, release it. I can release it. Cause I need to hear this new Mac. Now I'm hearing where he has a song with Young Thug and someone else. I can't remember who. And I'm like, so when's it coming out? Don't tickle my nipple like that. Please tell me when it's coming out.
What? Tickle my nipple.
Wow.
Well.
Like, please, I want to
That's
hear.
the new thing.
I want to hear Mac again, outside of his older stuff. But yeah, that was. Oh, and also the best album. People were mad that Casey Musgraves lost, and I'm like, y'all need to probably expand a little bit. She's actually dope as hell.
I mean, that's not. I don't think that was the issue. I don't think expanding is the issue. It was just like, wow. I mean, look at all these other albums that we know is really good, and then there's this album that wins, and it's like none of like the really, really, really popular people are talking about, unless they're like in that circle.
Yeah. It's like I actually really enjoyed that album, so I'm like, so I'm sitting here like, it's like the whole Beck and Beyonce thing. I'm like, Beck was awesome. I don't know.
Yeah, people was getting mad. I'm like, do y'all not know who Beck is?
Right? Have y'all not listened? I'm a loser, baby.
That's my fucking song.
So why don't you kill me? Come on, like y'all.
That was an old joint right there.
Mm-hmm.
That joint was good. Yeah.
Like everyone was getting mad because Beck won. I'm like, nah, Beck deserves that. He played. I love Beck, honestly. I'm just like,
Beck has been in the game for a long ass time, and like,
that's a whole legend right there. Not saying Beyonce's not, but no, Beck is a legend. So I'm like, come on. And then everyone was like, I'm like, this is why I feel like people should listen to more than just one genre. I physically can't do that. I physically can't.
Well, two genres. People mostly listen to two genres these days.
Yeah.
Rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it, and R&B.
Yeah, that's all the time.
Oh no, R&B's been kind of dead lately. So.
Oh really?
I would say more pop, but
pop, yeah, that too.
I grew up on pop, so I'm always listening to pop. I grew up pop, R&B, rap, musical theater, and rock. 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 Musical theater, and
I grew up on the Box Music Network, but that's just me.
See, and that's around when my Queen obsession comes in. I love Queen so much. Okay, and then
Queen
all
is the
these
band?
yeah, the band, and
Okay.
then all these locals are showing up at the
You
Bohemian
know
Rhapsody.
Trayvon hates that word.
All these locals showing up knowing 3 songs, or the only songs they know from the movie. And
Yeah, from some movie soundtrack.
yeah, from Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm like,
Or Guitar Hero.
yeah. I'm like, no.
That's the Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, Kayla, you ever heard of this band called Queen? Yes, bitch. I've been listening to Queen since middle school. What's up?
It's not about the time, Kayla. It's about the content.
But it's like, I'm sitting here like, okay, have y'all ever listened to the song by Queen called Scandal? And then they're like, oh, I've never listened to Queen until now. So you're telling me you never watched TV? There's a
Nope.
what the fuck? I'm just I'm like, so you never watched a Mazda commercial in the early 2000s? Because they had I Want It All.
Nope.
Really, TV's where I first learned about rock and roll. I was watching like movies and stuff.
Yeah. Like my mom and dad are the ones that showed me Bohemian Rhapsody. Then right after that, I was hooked. I listened to literally every album. I have 2 of their albums on vinyl right now. I want more. I want their whole discography and the greatest hits. That's what I want. Freddie Mercury is one of the greatest vocalists of all time. Fight me.
She said fighters. Anybody want a fighter?
I'm a fighter. You want to bang?
Huh?
You trying to scrap?
No.
She said fight me. That what you said? You see, she ain't about what she's saying, man.
I'm banging.
Okay, so is that it? Is that it, or you got more?
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
All right, Kurt, you want to talk about the problems you have in Mortal Kombat or the costumes in Mortal Kombat?
It's the problem I have with Western hypocrisy in general.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go, baby. You know it's coming. You know it's coming, baby. But yeah, it's Mortal Kombat 11. I'm looking at the costume variants they have for Mortal Kombat 11, and I've been noticing that the male characters are showing more skin than the female characters are.
Mm-hmm.
They have my girl Scarlet from Mortal Kombat 9 in the goddamn turban, looking like she from out the Middle East in a sandstorm.
I was confused by that.
Huh?
I was confused by that.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought she was a different character. I didn't know that was Scarlet until I started seeing blood, her doing blood bending and shit. But it's like, you got the male characters with their chest out, legs out, and shit. But all the female characters are covered up. All you can see from them is their arms at most. So I'm like,
I see what you're saying, yeah.
So it's offensive for women to show any cleavage. But when people cosplay characters, even characters who aren't, showing any cleavage or showing any skin, that's okay. And it's like they like doing I just came from Katsicom, and most of the women in the convention was showing skin.
Yeah.
So apparently women, real women, not these journalists, these far leftist journalists, apparently real women don't have a problem with it that much. Where these journalists are the ones that have a problem with it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Anita Sarkeesian, your dumb ass.
Oh, yeah, that motherfucker right there. Oi.
Like,
boy.
I actually completely agree with you, because it's like I say I'm like technically I can say it yeah, I'm feminist or whatever, and I don't really care if you show skin. I'm like, if they showed skin, I don't care. I'm like, okay, they look bomb, I don't care. But it's those, like you said, the journalists that are having an issue with it and are making an issue out of nothing. But I do agree that there is sexualization in not comics, but video games. But it's not. That's not sexualization.
Right.
That's
Clothing.
not it at all.
clothing
How?
isn't sexualization.
Actually, let's get deep. Everyone's sexualized, men and women. It's
Yep,
not just
men are
women.
sexualized
Yeah,
so much.
it's
Men
just
are
that.
very sexualized. Look at ancient Greece.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
ancient Greece. I didn't know you just said. I thought you said
shit.
AJ Breeze. I'm like,
Fuck ancient Greece. Look at Twilight.
oh my god, Twilight.
Something more recent.
Well,
Yeah.
Don't talk about future Batman. All right, Edward Batman.
I think, yeah, like I agree that women are sexualized, but men are also sexualized. Just look at when
Wrestling.
Aquaman was about to come out and how sexualized Jason Momoa was.
Oh yeah.
I was like, can y'all like actually chill out? Y'all are thirsty as hell. Like,
But I mean, it sounds though. I'm like, do you not want our money?
I know.
And that's why people like the idea of the Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman wasn't trying to push necessarily anything. They
Right.
wasn't trying to hold back anything. Wonder
Yeah,
Woman looked
and
like Wonder
and
Woman. They
she
didn't give her no pants or anything to cover up her legs with. She was like Wonder
looked
Woman,
cute. She looked
and we
cute.
liked it. Exactly.
I'll see Wonder Woman stuff and like, okay, bitch, yes. You know?
Yes, bitch,
I was gonna say you can't
yes.
fuck up Wonder Woman, but yeah, you can.
What about Wonder Woman?
I was about to say you can't fuck up Wonder Woman, but I was like, yeah, you can.
Oh, you can, but they
You can.
didn't. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Thank Jesus, because DC was fucking up. But they didn't fuck up Wonder Woman. Thank God.
That movie was so good. Honestly.
It was.
I have it on Blu-ray.
That movie was good, and she fucking carried in Justice League. That was her movie.
Mm-hmm.
She
Like,
fucking
Man,
carried
she was swift as shit in Justice League.
I
it.
love her in Justice League so much.
And then when she tried to fight Superman, she held her own for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I was like, Wonder Woman's beast, man. Honestly, like.
Oh, and at the beginning when she blocked all the bullets, blocked the civilians from getting shot.
Yes.
That scene was lit.
I was like, honey, yes. What?
And Clarence, to piggyback off your NetherRealm and some of the costumes, I've always thought, well, NetherRealm itself, for some reason, their characters always look bad to me. But if you ever look at their concept art, it's always like 10 times better.
Oh yeah, NetherRealm, yeah. The character models look bad, but they didn't look that bad on the last one, in my opinion.
Okay, it's fine.
The 10.
But like Injustice, the first Injustice, I hated the way Raven looked.
You hate how Raven looked? Oh yeah, she had the ugly ass face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you saw a concept art, there was so much better artwork for her. It was like, why couldn't we go with that? It was the same thing with Jackie Briggs.
Yeah, NetherRealm should not be doing that because NetherRealm needs whatever they can do to make their characters look appealing.
That was my issue with Tanya and MKX because her character model in MKX didn't look that good, but her concept art, my nigga, oh my god,
yeah, that's wifey right there.
It's the same way with Jackie Briggs. If you look at Jackie Briggs' concept art, you be like, why didn't they go with this?
I don't know.
They just gave her cornrows, the straight back too.
like Queen Latifah and set it off.
Right.
Yes.
Like
and
for
a
me,
long ass neck.
And I'm missing you.
Like for me though, I'd be okay with a middle ground because I think a company or a game that did it better, they wasn't like over sexy, but they was sexy enough. Was the Killer Instinct game?
Yep.
The Killer Instinct game that came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
I love the Maya design.
Yeah. The characters were cute. I mean, their ass and tits wasn't like sticking out to the point where they looked like their areolas was about to pop out or nothing.
Ew.
But they was cute. They look nice and feminine, cutesy and shit, and it worked for them. But Mortal Kombat just went the whole nother way. It's covering everything up. Like only her wrist is can show.
As Sonya looked like Ronda Rousey.
Ew, Ronda Rousey to me looks like burnt toast.
Sonya. What's burnt toast? Goddamn.
Like,
Ronda Rousey not hot.
Ronda Rousey.
Girl not hot.
Ronda Rousey is like.
I think Ronda Rousey is attractive, but in an ugly way, and I don't know why.
Well, I mean, there are ugly attractives.
She's a total she's like a Monet painting. Okay, pretty from afar, but ugly as hell up close. A mess.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's actually what it is.
Cause I
Yeah.
swore there was this girl at the con. Like I was like, oh, she kind of funny looking, but I still bang her. She's still cute enough to bang. It's like an ugly attractive.
You know how flat some notebooks lay on desks?
Oh. I know where you go with that.
That's how flat her chest and butt are.
Yeah.
Like the notebook is just, it's like, she's like, oh yeah, they're there, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, we climbing the fuck out of her, but she'll knock us out in like 2 seconds. You
I
better
know,
chill.
right?
That's true. That's
She'll
why
elbow
I
you.
like her professionally.
Yo, tell him you can't stop a bullet.
No, you better get far away.
I know.
To be up too close, she take that joint from you. Want some cock McGraw shit.
All right. So now the reason why we all here and most of this podcast, a lot of y'all know about the Jussie Smollett situation.
Oh,
This
Lord.
morning he turned himself in for
Oh yeah.
He's an
falsely
idiot.
accusing hate crime. And we talked about most of it like last week, and then we was waiting for the facts and details. And now that most of the stuff came out, what is your opinions on it? I want to start with you, Father.
I told you so. I told all you niggas. I said, wait for the facts. But until then, support the victim. And that's exactly what people were doing. That's exactly what people were doing. We was like, because you had a whole bunch of people talking about, we're praying for our brother Jesse. We're hoping he makes a speedy recovery. All that. And then, the facts started coming out. The Chicago police was like, hey, this looks fishy. That looks fishy. And at first, we wasn't cooperating because obviously we know the history of the Chicago PD. Like, their suspect is fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So,
very shaky. They're very fishy.
So at first we were skeptical. We was like, the Chicago PD, we still gonna stick with our brother. But the only thing that I saw was you had the liberals and the LGBT standing hard, like this is why we get attacked. And you had some black feminists talking about straight black men silence on Jussie Smollett is so dangerous. This is why we get killed out here in these streets. You guys are all homophobic and shit like that.
So,
So black men for some reason were taking the blame for some of this shit. And we just sitting there and we're not saying much. We're like, we're waiting for the facts. We're just gonna wait for the facts. Obviously, we want Jussie to recover. Obviously, we don't want it to happen to anybody else, but we just gonna wait for the facts first because this was a racist and a homophobic attack. And then they try to pin that whole intersectionality shit in there, and I'm like, okay. So now, fast forward to today, when all the facts come out and Jussie Smollett turns himself in, now I'm hearing people, oh my God, I can't believe Jussie did this shit. Oh my God, just wilding out. And I'm like, this is why we told y'all Negroes
to wait for the facts.
Wait for the damn facts. It's not a matter of believing or not believing. You can't just he say, she say this shit and then pick a side. That's not how this shit works.
That's how people think it works though these days.
And I'm like, bruh, like that shit doesn't work because you're gonna have a case like this where the motherfucker was lying or the motherfucker was being deceitful, and then you out there looking stupid. And then you're gonna try to spin it in some way talking about, oh my God, I can't believe he did this. I'm so upset. He played me for a fool. You're damn right. The reason why Jussie Smollett did that shit in the first place is because he knew you Negroes was gonna believe him. He knew you was gonna go hard for him. That's why he was emboldened to do it. Mm-hmm. This whole fucking lynch mob, cancel culture type shit is so fucking retarded for one reason and one reason only. You motherfuckers don't check the facts. And this is what I was telling Kayla yesterday. This is why Republicans be clowning y'all. Y'all give them receipts. It's not because it's not. I mean, yeah, they're bigoted and shit, like they're racist and bigoted and shit. But this case right here, y'all gave them receipts. Today on Twitter, when Jussie Smollett was trending, I saw a whole bunch of Republicans talking about Told y'all that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bruh, bruh, like I was speechless because I was like, we've been told y'all. We've been told y'all from the jump. Wait for the fact. Y'all didn't listen, and now y'all over there boo hooing because shit didn't go your way. Hold your own nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's these like these liberals out here. They make it way too easy for the Republican Party because they like to do knee jerk reactions, and you can't do that, especially not in these type of situations. You gotta wait for some type of facts before you start lynching people,
Yeah,
and
have
hanging them from the gallows and shit.
make sure you have the receipts.
Yeah.
That's not how justice works in this country. You can't just someone said it, so it's 100% true. So now we must lynch that motherfucker.
Hell, let's take it a step further. Brett Kavanaugh should have lost that fucking case. He should have lost that motherfucking case. It was obvious that motherfucker did it. Here's how he got away though. The fucking people that was trying his ass didn't stick to the damn script. They was trying to do that whole nobody believes sexual assault victims and nobody listens to us because and I'm like, I mean, yeah, it happens, but nigga, get to the facts. Like, bruh. So when they were talking all that shit, and Brett Kavanaugh's not even doing anything either. He's like,
I love beer.
I love beer. Didn't you drink beer? Didn't you drink beer in high school? So you doing all that deflecting shit, and these motherfuckers in the course is still not nailing his ass. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? He's literally telling the truth right in front of you.
Yeah. He literally like practically
but then,
admitted it.
yeah, but like here's the thing though. The focus wasn't on Brett Kavanaugh. The focus was on the fact that it was on that victims and survivors thing and sexual assault and all that. That was the focus that they chose to focus on within that whole case. And it was a deflection the whole time because Brett Kavanaugh got to squeeze his way out of there and became appointed justice. All because they didn't fucking stick to the facts. And that's why we keep telling the LGBT, we keep telling the liberals, we keep telling immigration groups, wait for the goddamn facts, so you can have receipts to defend your motherfucking argument. Stop taking shit when someone says something or someone accuses someone of somebody. Don't be so quick to lynch that motherfucker yet. Wait for the facts.
Don't act so more emotional. Too
Yeah,
emotional. Yeah.
Facts don't care about your fucking feelings. I don't care how many times you done cried. I don't like at the very end of the day, if it was true, then it's gonna come to light. If you accuse someone of rape and there's like evidence that the motherfucker raped you because of the time it happened, because of the mindset y'all was in, the environment y'all was in, we can prove that easily.
Just like
but y'all fuck it up by just acting overly emotional. And I understand the shit hurts, but at the same time, you also gotta find if you fighting for something, you also gotta find that strength to stop crying and start fucking swinging. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
What about you, Taylor?
When it comes to Jussie stupid ass, I was riding hard for him because I mean I am like an LGBT supporter and I'm like I'll say I'm liberal, but I'm not like too liberal. Like I'm not like a crazy ass.
There's nothing wrong with being liberal, but this is this new wave. It's this new wave of quote unquote liberal that's going on. It's way too far to the left. They ain't gone nuts with the shit.
Yeah,
it's too cult like.
It's too cult like. Yeah, it's too cultish. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into the cult stuff. Like I don't honestly I don't cancel anybody. On
It depends on what they did.
Yeah, it depends.
But they cancel people too. Yeah. R. Kelly needs to be canceled.
I canceled R. Kelly. I canceled XX until like I canceled him.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he died, that's when I like uncanceled him and said that's fucked up, you know. But then I canceled him again. So then I'm like, damn. But it's like with Jussie, he's canceled, and he's about to lose everything. And I'm like, good, because you're an idiot. But then I'm also on the same end with everyone else, where it's like, so we're believing police now, though?
Yeah, police.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Because, like, Chicago PD, they're notorious for, like, fucking cases up, being incredibly racist, and everything like that. But I'm leaning more towards Jesse's a dumbass who needs to be in prison.
Yeah, police mostly do that when it got something to do with them. When it's got something to do with somebody else, they're not too prone to do that. Like if they did some shit, then they'll definitely cover that shit up.
Yeah, like like with all the cases that go with the Black Lives Matter movement, they always get it like off on that. That's why I don't trust fucking police sometimes. I'm just like, please. And I know not every cop is like that. I know that, but I'm very weary on believing the cops sometimes.
Yeah, cops cover each other's asses. That's what they do.
Even like whole departments.
Yeah, old departments. Yeah, they cover each other's ass.
Yeah, and I'm just like, But then I'm also on the side of Jesse needs to be put in jail, fired, and blackballed from Hollywood. Because
I don't know if I want him to go to jail per se. But he's definitely like, regardless, he's gonna be punished because people ain't gonna really want to fuck with him like that no more.
Exactly. And then
so either way, he gonna get it.
Yeah, and then it's really sad that Jesse did this because now, though the people who are actual victims of this, the families, people who have died from things like this, it's like an insult to them. It's disrespectful to them.
Oh, you done took my talking point. Okay.
It's super disrespectful.
Yeah.
That he did this. It's like a slap in the face to the victims of this crime, people that have happened to, And then there's also the fact of now, whenever a case like this comes up where someone could be black and gay or black or gay and gets beat up or even killed, now people are gonna be like, shit, fake, And then Ann Coulter's old, like wet washcloth looking ass is over here talking about some. All hate crimes are hoaxes. Dumb bitch, shut up.
All hate crimes are what now?
Hoaxes. Yeah, she said hoaxes.
Yeah.
Wait, all of them?
Yeah, Ann Coulter said that today.
Well, please do not let Ann Coulter get under your skin. He's a race beta, and she's basically a trap.
It's a trap.
All she does.
It's a trap.
I swear to God, every time I see it, because I remember like the first time I ever saw her, it was that Mike Vick case, and she was just saying wild shit to get black people mad at her. I think that's her job. She just walk her old crusty ass over there, say some shit about black people, you get mad, and then like it's like fucking Ann Coulter.
Yeah.
That when you see Ann Coulter, just ignore.
Yeah. Because I started doing that with Tammy Lauren, whatever her dumbass name is. I'll block her too. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the same way. It's just like
I started ignoring her. I blocked her too. I blocked Donald and her and Pence.
Nah. I actually follow Donald Trump because I want to be the first to see it when he said some dumb shit. Tommy Lauren, she's talking all that rah shit. She just needs to get her ass whooped by a black woman. That's all I'm waiting for.
I want Cardi B.
I think she's harmless. I'm the only one that thinks she's harmless.
Like, I mean, okay, Ray, she's harmless, but I still want her to get her ass beat.
Yeah, like someone can meet her on the street just hit her.
He's like, because like it's like this. I feel like Tommy Lauren's like one of those Xbox 360 kids that say nigger on the and like they keep saying it. They're not about that life. They can't fight or none of that. But because they're on that mic, they can say whatever the hell they want. They feel emboldened. But when you pull up on them, that's when they start calling the cops and all of a woe is me. I'm a victim. Why are you so
leave me alone?
Leave me alone. I'm just joking. I'm just trolling. Oh no, nah. Keep that same energy. Say it to my face.
Yeah. But yeah, with Jesse, I'm like, oh my lord, he's an idiot. And then he did it just to get more pay on Empire. I'm like,
I actually have I think it's deeper than that because
Yeah,
I
because that's what
actually
I
did.
heard. I'm not sure if that's true or
I
not,
did a
though.
little bit more digging, right? And Jussie Smollett actually supports Kamala Harris. So they was at like some type of march for immigration, and he was standing alongside Kamala Harris.
Kamala puts her own people in jail with the mass incarceration and everything like that.
Yeah, but not only that, right?
Okay, talk, Taylor.
No, not only that. So here's the thing that's really interesting about this whole thing, right? While the whole Jussie thing was going on, they passed a bill. They actually passed a bill that was endorsed by Kamala Harris, and they snuck some type of like LGBT thing into it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna see if I can pull up the actual article,
And I'm
but
scared of what that is because knowing this administration, they hate gay people and black people and women.
Who
So
does?
this whole administration,
Oh,
they hate anyone
I don't
that's
know.
not black, that's not white, straight males. That's what I've heard
Well,
from this administration.
Bernie Sanders is running for president, so
He gonna do
he's
it
got.
again?
Yeah, he's going to do it again, but I don't think people are going to vote for him
Why not?
I mean,
Why you think
I'm
so?
because he's too much. Okay, the reason. Okay, like I remember. Well, I think you remember me saying this to Isaiah and them, but the reason why he didn't get voted for last week against Hillary because he cares too much about what's going on in U.S. He doesn't really care about
the
global situations and like.
He really. I don't really think he should be putting too much energy into other nations like that.
Yeah, but some of it, like I forgot when I was watching the whole. There was this video I was watching. It was about the whole Donald Trump. How did Donald Trump get in? It was like an hour long, and there was like an explanation. It was like it's two types of Democrats. One is for the people and like the corporate. Hillary's
Right.
corporate, and like Bernie's like for the people. And I feel like for the Democrat, they wanted someone that was corporate but can have the people appeal. And that's the thing about Hillary because she's a woman that's running for president. And since we already had a first black president, you know, people's like it'd be cool we had a first woman president.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another reason why I think she got it over Bernie because obviously if you was watching the elections, Bernie was like whooping her ass throughout all the debates, in my opinion,
Yeah.
and that man had talking points for everything. He even like had talking points for a bill that Hillary said that he supported that put black people in incarceration, and he even explained himself. Yeah, there was I had signed that bill, but there was good stuff on that bill. So you know, like I had to do it.
You talking about the
So
war? You talking about the war on drugs, right?
yeah, the war on drugs bill.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I don't think Bernie's going to get it, but I hope he does win. I'm gonna vote for him.
Yeah,
I am too.
If he gets in, I'll vote for Bernie. But to be honest, if Beto gets in, I'm all Beto. You will see me with bumper stickers. I'm gonna have buttons. I'm gonna have
okay.
pins and shirts.
Here's my thing about Beto, right? I feel like Beto is way too all lives matter for me.
Oh,
I think all these Democrats are all lives mattering.
Yeah, but Beto's like the final boss.
He's the final
if he
boss.
ever utters the words "all lives matter," I will actually not vote for him. I won't even. I'll cancel him. I'm like, nope.
Well, here's the thing. I don't really think too many of these politicians are going to be too deep into black causes. Shit, Barack Obama didn't try to go into black cause. Every time you talk about black stuff, he said, "Well, I'm really a president for all the people." You know,
I have a theory about that, but you keep going.
I mean, that was pretty much it. I mean, I could go to it deeper, but yeah, what was you? I want to know what you was about to say. Your theory is.
I feel like we should have, and I've been saying this for like the longest. I felt like we never really gave him an agenda to run across. I felt like we just let him think. You know how people was like, I always put it in this analogy. We're in a line, right? And like, there's women, there's the LGBT, and then there's us. So the women is like, I want some equal pay rights because we're not getting paid as much. And Barack Obama was like, all right, done. And then the LGBT is like, I want to get married. I want gays to get married all over 50 states. He's like, all right, I could do that. The black person, we go, what do we want?
Well, you
we have
got
so much stuff, and then we have so much stuff that we need to fix that we don't know which one we want to choose. So while we decided which one to choose, I feel like the LGBT cut the line and went, well, since they don't know what the hell they want, let's talk about bathrooms.
Everyone threw a fit over bathrooms, and I'm like, what is the actual issue?
I don't even think they threw a fit. I think they were just genuinely confused. It was like, wait, I don't want no grown ass man in a woman's bathroom talking about she a woman. I think
potties. But hold on a second. Mm-hmm. But you do know, Raymond, that the feminist, the women's issues and the LGBT issues are backed by money.
Right.
They put into these campaigns. Right. So they get first dibs because they actually put money into it. I don't really know if black groups are organizing to do that or not.
That's the point of my analogy, though.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff. Granted, there's a lot of stuff wrong in the black community, whereas us killing each other, or the school education. There's no jobs for us. There's a lot to do. So which one out of all of that, which one would you want to reconcile? And not even including police brutality, because we didn't I feel like that's what we decided on. And the only reason we decided on that is because niggas kept dying by police. So we said, do something about police brutality. He's like, all right, here's some cameras. But other than that, I felt like us as a community, we never had our shit together for something about it.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Now that, and I feel like, and this is from pro-blacks, and I expect the white people and all the right-wing motherfuckers to get on Obama. Matter of fact, they still get on Obama to this day. He's not even president. But to me, the pro-blacks and all the other people, there's half of the issues we could have fixed ourselves. It doesn't even have to get to Obama. And some of the issues we felt like one was more important than the other, so we couldn't decide. Because I remember even Tariq Nasheed was like, all right, what do you want him to fix first? And I feel like everybody had different answers, whether it was schools, police brutality, jobs, all that. So I feel like instead of us taking because I feel like it's our fault that we didn't get nothing done. So I feel like instead of us taking the blame for that, most of the people just blame Obama for that. And that's just my opinion about it. That's my theory.
Yeah, people do like to deflect blame to different places, so I could definitely see that.
And also,
but you got to back your politician who you want to do stuff. Like you got liberal politicians, y'all need to back them with the Benjamins.
Yeah.
And also,
not just sitting up there begging at them.
Also, to your point, when you was talking about how the women's people and the LGBT people got money to back up their issues, I feel like the black community, some of those, because we got two types, right? We got grassroots organizations that are actually legit, and then we have shit like the NAACP and the Boule and all those, and those are backed by white money. So it's even if we got black organizations that got money, where's that money coming from? Because Black Lives Matter got money from fucking George Soros. So follow the money.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, Kamala Harris actually got donations by Trump.
Really? I didn't know that.
She looked like she smelled like hot dog water. I
didn't know that. I didn't know that Trump part though. I didn't know that.
I saw it in some video. They had the receipts.
I know she signed some sort of bill that was in favor of a whole bunch of mass incarceration stuff, I believe.
No, it wasn't that. It was like a bill, but she was like a prosecutor or whatever. She was overseeing cases, and she sent most of those cases. She sent most of those people to jail, even for minor offenses. Yeah. So it was
and I'm like, how is she gonna say? I believe she's black, right?
She's black. She's Jamaican and Indian.
Yeah, how's she gonna put her own people in prison like that?
I mean, but you also have to understand that it's technically not her own people, because Jamaicans. There's types of Jamaicans in Jamaica. Like, of course, we're gonna see the ones that that are stereotypical that speak
Yeah.
patois and shit
The
like that.
Rastafari.
But yeah, but within Jamaica, there's actually a really, really, really bougie class of Jamaicans over
Mhm.
there that don't, really identify with like Pan Africanism or like the African diaspora.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So within that group, I think that's where Kamala's father is from, and then
Ah.
her mother is Indian. So she's gonna identify with like immigrants first, just because she's not like an American American.
Mm.
She's an American citizen, but she comes from immigrants.
Yeah.
So and that's the reason why the whole ADOS movement started, because they was tired of seeing the immigrants that look like black people getting all the benefits while the actual foundational black Americans weren't getting as much, or like they would get immigration benefits that black people fought for, but they would go back and disrespect black Americans.
Mhm.
So it's like that type of shit, and they feel like Kamala Harris is like image of that. Like, you come here, your parents are immigrants. There's a whole bunch of immigration rights that black people fought for, only for you to throw us under the bus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and back to your point about how the the white people are back in the Black Lives Matter movement and stuff, and the NAACP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I really do not trust white liberals with black causes
I don't either.
at all. At
I don't
all.
trust that.
So did the Black Panthers. Black Panthers was the same way, and Malcolm X was like that too.
Yeah, I love Malcolm X.
So if they're the ones who really funding these things, then there's no wonder that a lot of stuff's not getting done
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're taking all the money for themselves.
for whatever they see fit. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, feminists, women's rights, they've got a lot of shit done. LGBT, they've come a very, very, very long way.
The
Mhm.
past 10
We
years
we
they
was
got
the first we was the first ones fighting. We we haven't got shit done in a while.
Mm.
It's been a good while since we got some shit done.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
Mhm.
Nah, me and Wallace been saying this for like the longest. Is that other groups piggyback off of our struggle
Oh
and
yeah.
our causes just to make sure they get theirs, and we end up getting the crumbs.
Yeah. I remember that conversation. I think I was on that video chat.
Yeah, so I say this every time, and like I said, this is why I say things like "Black first." Is like we got to make sure we do for us so that we're good and we're not getting the crumbs. And obviously, that's what Tangibles 2020 is about too. Is that we make
Right.
sure we get ours and make sure these people have a black agenda for us.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. I'd like to
No
definitely see a
people,
lot.
color, none of that.
Like, I would definitely like to see a lot more of a black agenda in the campaign. Honestly, like, and that's coming from me, I'm a whole feminist LGBT supporter. I'm sitting here like, I would like to see a lot more black issues though being talked about.
Yeah. Because we need it. We need it. Like
Yeah.
underneath the umbrella of black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
We,
like
we
there's
definitely need it
also
because
yeah. Because like there's also like black LGBT people who are saying the same thing I am. Like, can we have more
right.
black issues, please? Though
Yeah.
they're like, thanks, but can we have more black issues also? You know?
Here's what's funny about that, right? And obviously we support like our black LGBT brothers and sisters, right? But here's the thing: a lot of them are not on code. Like,
Oh,
if you
goodness.
notice, yeah, if a lot of them, because the black LGBT that I see that have like a huge following, a lot of them are not on code. And I'm talking people like George M. Johnson, and there was another one. He's actually an immigrant, I think, but he's like with the black LGBT, and he's an immigrant. And most of them are not on code. They'll say dumb shit like, "I'm so tired of straight black men doing this and straight black men doing that." I'm gonna give you an example actually.
Mhm.
When oh, what's that case? actually, let me just use Jussie. All right. So when the whole Jussie thing was happening, there was an article that was saying straight black men's silence on Jussie Smollett is dangerous.
I
And
saw
then
that.
it was some dude talking about, man, straight black men, they never want to talk about our issues. All we do is die, and then they're just silent. Like they never really want to talk about anything. And I'm like, you have a whole bunch of verified people on Twitter. You had a whole bunch of people. You had a video of a whole bunch of straight black men, DL Hughley included, because y'all motherfuckers go hard on DL Hughley.
That was
All you
surprising
motherfuckers.
seeing DL in that video because I'm like, I
Yeah,
always thought he was a
DL
little
Hughley
homophobic.
be going hard on the
I always thought he was a little homophobic. I always did.
He's not
But then,
homophobic. We just feel like gay people aren't above being talked about. That's what it is. It's like
he old school pretty much.
Him being a comedian, everybody catches jokes, and sometimes the LGBT feel like they shouldn't be talked about. And he's like, no, if I can make a joke about this, then I can make a joke about that. You're not above anything.
Like with Kevin Hart, when Kevin Hart made that joke about the gay thing.
Kevin. He literally said he was gonna beat up his child if he was gay. I'm like,
that was a joke.
Yeah, but then it's like that white guy, that ugly ass white dude. I forgot his name. His eyes are going in two different directions. He's like a lizard.
I know who you're talking about, the politician, right?
Yeah, his eyes look like a lizard. You know how lizards' eyes be looking at one direction and another eye.
You talk about the guy who's like he compared the LGBT to the KKK?
Yeah, and then he said he will drown his kids.
That.
I'm like, don't have children and fuck you forever. I was like, no. I'm like, I put my and he I don't like him, and then his face scares me.
Oh no, that was clowning his ass. But the funniest part about all that was when he was saying all that shit, no one took his ass seriously. Like throughout that whole thing, no one took his ass seriously. They was all clowning his ass. The whole LGBT Twitter was clowning his ass the entire time.
It was the funniest thing ever. It was so
like,
fun.
Yeah, but the funny part about that is he can say shit like that and he can be bold with that, and he's gonna have a following of people who feel the same way, right? But and here's the really important part. The fact that the LGBT got money and the fact that they got social clout and the fact that they got tangibles now, like if they want to kick that motherfucker right out of office, they can do it like that. So he kind of dug his own grave saying all that dumb shit. Yeah. That's why I keep telling the LGBT there's just certain shit that you don't have to react to. You ain't gotta react to all the jokes. You ain't gotta react to all the dumb shit people say about y'all. Nigga, just fucking focus your energy on the people that fuck with you and that ride with you and all your allies and the people that are thorough. If you just rock with them and you'll be fine. Y'all motherfuckers be so damn just reactionary on motherfuckers that ain't even worth your time. And y'all waste time on those motherfuckers. Even though y'all got tangibles and clout and shit, if you just drive that forward and use that momentum to get more shit done, then you'll be fine. But that don't mean that if a motherfucker don't fuck with y'all agendas or whatever, like me personally, I'll say plain as day, my cape is off for LGBT. My cape is only for my Africans and my black people. If there's a black or African person that happens to be gay, he's gonna have my support just because of the simple fact that he's
black, right?
But when it comes to LGBT issues, I'm gonna leave that to the Lord. Y'all, I wish y'all Godspeed and whatever you do, but my cape is off. So, but
also, I'm gonna say this about the Jussie Smollett situation. Straight black men are owed an apology because I feel like you said, we got blamed for that or we got talked about and it doesn't even concern us. Especially when he was making up the story about they was wearing MAGA hats and talk about this is MAGA country. When they was talking about MAGA country, you would have automatically assumed they were white, even though he didn't put a color to it, and yet we got blamed for that. So I feel like straight black men are owed an apology somewhat.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get it though, Ray.
No, we not. I see it right now. Sometimes on the Facebook and a couple of people, they're stubborn. A lot of people are real stubborn about it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't believe the. I've been saying this. I don't believe the Chicago PD story either. But I still think Jussie was lying.
Yeah,
My
Jussie was
initial,
lying. I just don't believe
yeah,
it's
The
Chicago.
story
my
don't
initial,
add up. The story that he said don't add up, and he ain't look like he got beat by no two grown ass men.
He would have had like so
Yeah,
many years.
a
you know,
grown ass man,
permanent.
especially if there's two of them, they could fuck you up for real, like real bad. They
Yeah.
could kill you. And he just got away. He was barely scratched up.
Didn't he take himself to the hospital too?
Yeah, dumbass.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
He was like he had
He
a
called his
scratch on his
manager
face that
first
said
and then he
"owie."
called.
He's like, I got a boo boo.
Yeah, he had like two scratches, one on the left, one on the right.
Yeah. I'm like, boy, you would have had a black eye, broken ribs.
Black eye broke. Yeah, something. You been
And
fucked
the
up.
bleach would have obviously done something.
Yeah.
And then he called himself the gay Tupac, and I'm like, my nigga, Tupac got shot. Sit your ass down.
Yeah, Tupac got shot.
And why do you have a note card of your own
Tupac ain't
incident?
beat himself up.
Oh,
Why do you have a note card of your own incidents? Like you should
I
already
know.
know
Like
what
it
happened
was
because he was
Saturday Night
there. And
Live
it
cold
happened.
open. He was rehearsing his lines like he would rehearse on Saturday Night Live with the note cards that they have in the back, the cue cards. He was like, I was beaten. Like that video of that girl on Twitter who talks like a robot.
Oh, yeah.
I was beaten
Yeah.
by those
Yeah.
terrible, terrible men.
Yeah.
And like I said before, because yeah, like I said before, because I was seeing some of the same things about people blaming straight black men, and I was like, when I was going through the story, it was a lot of gay black men picking at the story. It wasn't even, we just said something's not right about it, but the gay black men, they was like, especially if they was from Chicago, like Milan Christopher, he was like, I'm from Chicago, born and raised. I was like, that doesn't seem right. It was like,
They was analyzing that
They
shit.
actually were, yeah.
Hell, even
yeah,
Xavier was like this was fishy.
Mm-hmm.
is it who?
Exactly.
Xavier said he was fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Xavier said it was fishy. But that's why I was. But then again, I was also like due process. I was one of the people who say due process. Let's look at the facts before we jump out the window. But it was just like the whole time. It's just like it was fishy and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So, but
And
like you said,
motherfuckers
we probably ain't gonna get the apology. We probably gonna get the people putting their own experience with that and say it stuff like this really does happen. Which it really does, but like for this moment, you can't use this moment to put that because he cried wolf.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, and that's the main thing I don't understand. It's like the facts came out, but you still got people talking about, well, it's still y'all fault because this and that, this and that, this and that. And I'm like, bruh, at this point, y'all just bitter. And I can understand why, because shit does happen to you, and no one's trying to shit on your experience. Of course, you're gonna have niggas that's gonna babble and say dumb shit. Of course, you're always gonna have those. Of course, you're always gonna have people that's gonna be violent towards you. Like, but if we really want to be honest, straight black men, we go through a lot more shit than y'all do. Mass incarceration, getting killed by the cops. We've been systematically oppressed
Unemployment,
over 200 years.
unemployment rate high as shit.
Right. Like there's a
A
lot of
lot
shit.
higher than LGBT black men.
So it's like there's a lot of shit that we go through, but we don't sit there just boo-hooing about it. What we do is we try to create platforms that we can find support in, so we can make our experiences at least a little bit more manageable. But within these other cases where I'm hearing these stories of intersectionality, or I'm black and gay, so therefore I'm double the victim and all that. While there's a lot of validity in what they are saying, you can't just say, "Oh, this is your fault because you don't speak up for us." Ain't no one entitled to speak up for y'all. No one on this earth is entitled to speak up for y'all. Yeah. What the shit that's happened to y'all is fucked up. But where was everyone else when Michael Brown got killed? Where was everyone else when Trayvon Martin got killed? It was silence for most of the other groups. I ain't hear no Asians talking about black people. I ain't hear no Hispanic community talk
They
about
never
black
do,
people.
and they never
They
do.
never
But
do,
we
but
but we be
yet,
caping for them though.
exactly.
Not
And then we
not
got
the
our thing talk.
Asians, but the Hispanics though. We don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Hispanics, we be caping for them. They don't be talking. I ain't never hear no Hispanics about no black causes.
never hear nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why
Me
when
and
they be
Wallace
talking
just
about, that's why they talk about build the wall. I just be quiet because I ain't got nothing to say. I mean, he can or he cannot. It don't really matter too much to me.
and me and Wallace, we just watched a little video about the grapevine about the black and brown community, and where does it stand and all that other stuff. So,
Yeah.
so
Ever since the
obviously,
Grapevine did that thing where that girl talking about some Bruno Mars a cultural appropriator, I was like, okay.
oh, Saren, that's her name.
Yeah, dumbass.
yeah, I haven't seen her on a show in like a minute though.
That's
Good.
because her ass got canceled.
What you mean?
Oh, they
Bruno Mars
dragged
a
her.
cultural appropriate? People don't know what that word means. Like,
First of all, she wished death on Bruno Mars, which was extra as hell.
yeah.
And second of all, she don't like Africans, so I got beef
Oh
with her.
yeah. So
She
she
doesn't.
like cancel.
She
I'm
not
like,
because when they was talking about Black Panther, they did a panel on Black Panther,
oh,
and she
that
was
shit's
just saying some wild ass shit, talking about Africans, didn't do anything to help the slaves when they were in America, and I'm like, but they were colonized. What were they
right.
supposed to do?
Never called.
Second, and then she was like, oh, but then Africans come to America and then they want to be black, but then call us all types of Akatas, and I'm like, yeah, that happens, but
But the thing,
we're not gonna sit there and act like black people don't say wild shit about Africans too.
Right.
So
booty
it's on both
yeah,
sides.
yeah.
Right.
And people say African, they're
Well,
like
and
all
we do
Africans are united or something. Africans
Mm-mm.
are like several different tribes in Africa. Like, who are you talking
Mm-mm.
about?
There's over 7,000 tribes in Africa.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, who are you talking about? Which Africans are you talking about?
Right.
And to be honest with you, it was some of the African leaders at that time that sold them to the white man and the
Mm.
Arabs. People forget, like black people be caping for Arabs and shit too, but people forget that Arabs was also a part of the slave trade, along with Whitey.
Yeah.
Along with Whitey.
And this is why I stay my ass away from Israel.
Yeah. And he talking about when I would listen to Malcolm X's old speeches about how Christianity is the white man's religion and Allah is the way for black man. I was like, you do know that Arabs and people who followed Muhammad were also ones who put you in slave trade as well.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't like to bring that up though.
Yeah. I don't know why this reminded me, but I have a conspiracy. And it's just completely off topic. It's about Sam Cooke.
We done gone off topic like 5 times. Kayla is okay.
It's
Talk
about
your talk.
Sam. It's about Sam Cooke.
Go ahead, talk your talk.
I feel like so I watched this documentary about Sam Cooke. It's on Netflix because I love Sam Cooke. Okay, I want his greatest hits on vinyl because I love him so much. Okay, and then how he died was just really fishy to me because it's like, okay, he was out hanging out with his friends and stuff, and then he gets like shot by this lady he met at the bar, but then she makes up a wild story about how he attacked her or something, and I'm sitting here like, none of this makes sense. Bitch, you're lying. He feel like he was killed by the FBI. Here's why. So he had his own record company, okay, and he was starting to get up there, and to add on to that, he's becoming an icon. He was a successful black man in Hollywood, and he didn't want to, and he was hanging out with like Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was like their best friend, I believe, and they were just all hanging out. RCA didn't like how he was hanging out with them, and then he started his own record company so that black artists can stop getting fucking like screwed out of the money that they deserve, And so that was booming. His music was still booming. He was putting out hit after hit, freaking slaps, And then he randomly got killed, and then some wild ass story came out about him attacking someone, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And then, like, I want to say the week he died, he was sick. He had the flu, I believe. And what happened was this guy, I forgot his name, came in and gave Sam a contract. He just like, read this and sign it. Sam, you know, he didn't think Sam was sick, but Sam was like super sick. But so he was able to sit down and read it, and pretty much the contract was pretty much asking Sam to hand over his entire company to this guy, and pretty much Sam would just be an employee again. And Sam's like, no, I'm not fucking doing this. It's my shit, you know. So this guy, I think, I feel like this guy sent someone, either a hitman or whatever, to Sam that night and killed him. That's what I think. I think Sam Smith was murdered by either a hitman or something, or the FBI. I sound psycho, but I think he was killed by the FBI.
I think
you don't sound psycho.
FBI too. I think it was FBI
I've
too.
actually heard people say that too. You're not the only one.
FBI been known to do shit like that, so I wouldn't doubt it was them.
Yeah, I really think the FBI trying to kill Sam Cooke. I actually think someone in the not the Secret Service, but like within the FBI took out Marilyn Monroe, and then a year later took out JFK. Like, because it was exactly a year later.
JFK, yeah, probably so.
Now, Marilyn Monroe, she was actually pregnant, and she had a red diary that literally had everything about the affair she had with JFK and JFK's brother.
Damn.
She had
an affair with both of them?
Yep. Anybody but Robert, not Robert.
Yeah. And, like...
She a hoe. She had sex with her brother, too. Goddamn.
Yeah, but it was like... Then she, like, dies. But here's the thing, though. The amount of pills Marilyn took, that's impossible for her to swallow that many. There was like a whole bunch. It was impossible for her to swallow that many. And then I think they said they found a needle somewhere. And I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. Marilyn was murdered either by someone in the government or like a hitman or something. Someone wanted her to take her out because she was actually pregnant. Rumor has it. With JFK's kid, she was gonna start talking.
Oh shit! Hey Wallace, could you help out Philip? He's trying to join.
I'm on it already.
But yeah, it's like I sound like a freaking psycho, but I really feel like that's what happened. And then a year later, they killed JFK.
Nah, everybody has the conspiracy theories that you know they feel like they said, but that one makes sense. The Marilyn Monroe one makes sense as well. But I never knew she was pregnant. I would say that I learned something good.
Yeah, that's a rumor. She was pregnant with JFK's kid. Yeah. But yeah, those are
You'll be surprised about what be going on out here.
Yeah, those are my conspiracies.
I don't even think it's like a secret. Like, I feel like Sam Cooke was like, think about it. At the time, own record company, pro-black. Of course, they're gonna target his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was a problem man.
It was like a few months, and then after him,
they're like, "Oh shit, he gonna end up like Malcolm X."
Yep.
Yeah, actually, a few months later, I believe Malcolm X died, and then Latham Hughes died. It was just like, what's with all these powerful black men in Hollywood dying all of a sudden?
Because black people put in work when it comes to dismantling white supremacy.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this is fishy. And then Martin Luther King, of course, was murdered in cold blood. So I'm like,
assassinated.
You can't be surprised because the government blew down fucking Black Wall Street.
Right.
Yep.
They shut it down because they didn't want black people to be richer than them. I'm like, fuck you guys. What the hell?
Shit.
As a matter of fact, that wasn't the only one they blew up. They blew up a whole bunch of other ones too.
Really?
Yeah. That wasn't the only Black Wall Street.
Wow.
Yeah. I know they blew up. Yeah, they blew up a bunch of them joints.
You know what's crazy?
They-
I remember my mom telling me this story. You know Jack Daniels, the whiskey?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
made by a black man.
Yeah. And then I believe he was a slave or something, and then his master took it, and look at it now.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucked up.
Oh
And
no,
Thomas,
that's
made by a black man.
Thomas Edison didn't even invent the light bulb. That was a black
yeah,
man.
that was another black man.
Mhm. I'm
Damn.
like, y'all some thieving assholes.
Thomas
Oh,
Jefferson had a black daughter.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Snakes.
Yeah. All of
It's
snakes.
it's like my boy Khalid Muhammad said, and this is one of my favorite quotes that he made of all time. He said that the European is the most disagreeable human being to live with in times of peace. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. The only time they try to play nice is when they in trouble
Mm.
and they want your help. But after that, they like fuck you.
As a matter of fact, they did the same thing with Palestine and Israel because during World War II, during World War One or whatever, after they got decimated, I believe before World War II started, they promised Jews that they was gonna have the English promised Jews that they was gonna have like their own separate little land or whatever because Palestinians, most of them are Muslim, so. They said, okay, you Christian Jews or whatever, you're gonna have your little we gonna give you a little place too after World War One where England had control of that area. So it's like, okay, we're gonna give that to y'all. And then the Palestinians were like, whoa, wait a minute. We've been living here like forever. What do you mean? You can't just give them the land. And then I think during World War II or whatever, they gave the land to the Christian Jews, so they resided over there. And then it was like, oh, but this is our land. You can't just The England promised us this is our land now. Oh hell no, fight.
Bye.
So that's why they got Israel now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the one Ari Spears when he was on Vlad TV, and he was like, "White people, congratulations! You done raped and pillaged all of our people. You done enslaved us, and then now y'all got people thinking that we're the bad guys and we're the victims, while y'all looking like the good guy."
Yeah.
He was like, "Congratulations, y'all did it."
Oh yeah, Ari Spears. That was a black guy who did the Mike Tyson impressions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's not wrong because white people would do some shit like they'll put black people in one area and they'll put Hispanic people in another area. Let's say Mexicans. They'll put Mexicans on the other area. They both take both of their money and then point the finger at each other. He's like, he took your money. He's over there. No, he took your money. He's over there. Oh my God, look at these Negroes. Look at these beaters. They're fighting. They're fighting. These savages.
Wow.
Savages.
Keep rolling the camera. Oh my God, the tragedy. Keep it rolling.
Look at these colored people. They just can't act right. God damn it, Bill.
But then
what do we do with these people?
Damn it,
what?
they're tickering it up again.
They call
you open a Mexican restaurant, they're the first motherfuckers in the front door. You open a little African restaurant, they're the first motherfuckers on the fucking door. Talking about, oh, we're not racist, bitch.
White.
History says otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, those are them motherfuckers. You know, them motherfuckers is the reason why Japanese porn is censored.
Wait, really?
What?
Yeah, it's white people, it's Europeans is the reason why Japanese porno is censored.
Why? I've always wondered.
Because they went over, you know how they try to colonize every motherfucking thing?
Yeah.
They went over to Japan and they was trying to put their Christianity on the Shinto Japanese people. And then they did the little shaming thing, like, oh my goodness, you got this art with these naked people and these naked women and genitalia. You got to take that shit, get that shit out of here. It's just wrong. Jesus don't like it.
Jesus like, don't bring me in this shit.
Jesus said, I ain't got nothing to do with this shit.
I'm not even white.
No bullshit. I don't even know you people.
I hang with a prostitute.
I'm with the Hebrews.
I hang with a prostitute. What you talking about, man?
And then like ever since, and then it was put in the law. And Japanese people don't change their laws often. That's why it was like 6 or 7 years ago they had just made child pornography illegal because they do not change their laws often. It has to be a real issue, a really serious issue for them to even consider changing that shit. And as you can imagine, pornography and hentai ain't that serious of an issue.
Yeah.
Well, except for the child pornography. Now that was an issue.
True.
That was an issue that they actually changed as far as that stuff concerns. But other than that, they kept it there ever since. Like it was put in the law way back then, and it's been that way ever since. No one's changed it.
That's interesting.
I didn't know that.
All thanks to the white man. It's the goddamn white man.
Speaking of the white man, did you hear about this news report in Alabama talking about the KKK should come to DC and fuck it up or something like that?
No, I never heard. I didn't really hear about that. Heard something similar though.
I didn't hear that.
I heard that they actually did come down to DC and they marched or they did some shit, and the metro was like they was going through the metro system. I think they closed it down or did something.
Oh, that was during Otakon.
Yeah, that was right after Otakon.
Yeah.
But the funny part is about that situation.
They do nothing.
We couldn't get they couldn't get no rooms because all the people that was booked for Otakon was booking rooms like months in advance. Because you know how people book their rooms months in advance and all that.
Right.
I need to get my ticket for Otakon.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get my joint for BlurredCon.
Oh,
my room. You need to, y'all all need to go to that joint. That joint is like that. When it comes to parties, that joint is lit. It's lit. That's what I'm gonna say.
Because my mom,
me and Juan went last year. That was probably the best convention I've been to.
Because it's like it's compact, so it's like you know everybody that's there. You see them several times. You're not running to like these thousands or millions of random people. You see one person at one point, you probably gonna see them like 20, 30 minutes from then again. And then y'all kind of get to know each other. So it forms like a little community, a little, y'all kind of get to know each other. Then when it's party time, everybody's having a good time. They know each other. They're not acting all awkward and shit because that's your first time seeing that person. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, I put the article in the group chat. And yeah, that's the one thing I did like about the party. It was actually a party because
this time I'll be able to go.
Kayla, everybody here went to the rave at CastleCon, and that shit was kind of trash.
CastleCon always trash because there's too many people, way too many people. There was so many. Yeah, it wasn't. There was so many people there that I actually know and talk to that I never ever saw.
Yeah,
it's too fucking big. Those real huge conventions are never really that good.
Yeah, I was there all weekend. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't find most of the people I knew until like Saturday night, and I was there all weekend.
Yeah, and then there was still people like that I just didn't know was there. I found out like afterwards, looking on their Facebook shit that they was there.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, this probably gonna get me in trouble, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I have never seen so many badly built white women in my life.
Badly built white women.
Yes.
Your body shaming. Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh my god, he's body shaming.
As a fat man myself, we should body shame. That shit
but you body shaming white women, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. The white women were trash. They all were shapes. It was like not even just the big ones, the skinny ones too. They look trash. There's a couple
Are
of
they
them that
shaped
had
like Taylor Swift?
Oh my god! There's a couple of them had their ass out. They had no ass.
Ew.
That was
like
it was
chicken.
Yes.
Oh,
they all
no! Look like turkey ass.
I swear, one girl was shaped like Dr. Eggman.
Dr.
no.
Eggman, though.
Yo, she
Oh.
had skinny legs, but the body was like round.
Oh my
Hey, it's my
god.
boy Philip.
God damn, what the fuck you see these joints at?
What the hell?
They was
I
all
like
yo, cause they was all I don't know, cause every time I walk, I was like, ew. Ew. I was not impressed with the white women at all. And I was like, is this the people Dick Cannon wanna fuck? It's like
I don't know, Raymond. I think you just got thanked for the sisters. I saw a few joints that look good. You like all these motherfuckers got
no,
turkey ass.
there was a couple that looked good.
Oh, hold on a sec.
Couple what that look good? White women? Yeah. My mic working?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said there was a couple what?
There was a couple of white women that looked good. I'm not gonna lie, but I think they were professional cosplayers.
Yeah,
Except for Momo-kun, but I didn't.
Oh fuck, Momo-kun! I saw that. I was going to get a picture of Momo-kun just to piss people off.
Oh,
but but when I saw her, I was like, she looks so fucked up. I didn't even want to bother. I didn't even bother with it. I was like, no, that made me look bad, boy. So anything. Taking a picture with her.
I saw that Stella Chu was at Capsicon, and I'm like, I wish I went. I love her.
There was a
I don't know none of these niggas, yo.
You don't know the Momo-kun?
No, I know Momo-kun, but like I won't like if she walked past me, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's how it was for me.
Like I saw her and I knew her because I seen her with all her makeup and she looked fucked up. Makeup is saving her ass. If she owes her livelihood to makeup. If there was no makeup, then only the thirstiest of the thirsty would bother with her.
I noticed that a lot of black men cake for her too. I don't know why.
You said black men what?
The black man kind of cake for her, but I think it's because she's thick. That's the only reason.
You mean the coons cake for her?
Probably.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Because I'm just gonna get in trouble.
Go ahead, say it. I already.
Hey, it's all good.
That bitch ain't thick. That bitch is fat. She ain't thick. She fat. I saw rolls in that back. There was rolls in the backpack. I wanted to get a scraper and scrape some bacon off that bitch.
Wow.
That shit wasn't thick. That shit was fat.
Oh my
and then she had the nerve to come down later with her makeup and face all done up. I already seen what you look like without it. You can't fool us no more.
Oh my god. That's
and then there's people who pay for this shit. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all motherfuckers? Y'all paying for this.
I'm saying.
I'm not paying for a bad bitch's pictures, let alone some joint that's all fucked up, except for when she got her makeup on.
Bruh.
Oh.
Paul? Hi, Paul.
I don't know if anybody can hear me.
I can hear you.
I can hear.
It was the first time I used this damn laptop for this.
Hi. Oh my god. Hi.
Go to bed, Kayla.
No. I ain't going to bed. I'm waiting for my movies to ship. I bought movies on Amazon. I got Bohemian Rhapsody and A Star Is Born.
Sound like that song from Hercules.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Y'all roasting Momo-kun?
Yeah, I was roasting Momo-kun. That ugly ass bitch. That bitch looked
like
fucked up.
Oh yeah, Philip. I was talking about how badly the white women were shaped at Castle.
You already know my thing with white women. Ain't that many good looking ones. In fact, white women are worse.
What did you say? They smelled like corn syrup or something?
I will agree with you on that. I will agree with you on that when white women get fat, they don't look good. So which is why I understand why white men do not like BBWs as much as black men do.
No shit. Like my boyfriend literally has said he has never dated a white woman and he never will.
Watch that, Kayla. That sounds like he might be. Never mind. I'm gonna stop. Stop. I give Kayla a hard enough time about dating them, like, them Hispanic-looking white men.
Hey, I've made some mistakes in the past. Like, we're not even gonna get on the whole topic of what's his name?
I think Dakota gave me some.
I don't even want to talk about him.
You don't want to talk about nobody. It's okay.
No, I don't want to talk about him especially. Like, I don't know what's wrong with his ass. So.
There was nothing wrong. Kayla, your ex did something, and most guys don't like drama.
I understand that. 100%.
I'm sure it was nothing to you, but he just like, I don't need the drama in my life.
I was just trying to be his friend after that.
Well, no, see, here's the thing, right? Kayla, you ain't do anything wrong. It's just that boy was in love.
Yeah.
That boy was in love. He was a puppy.
Yeah.
I'm a puppy dog.
He was a fucking puppy.
And it was probably tearing him apart that you was like, here's the thing about niggas, right? When females move way too fast, that shit hurt our soul. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because we're territorial.
It does. I would know.
We're territorial as fuck. So, like, we'll break up with you, fine. We'll give you a space or whatever. But nigga, if you're gonna be with another nigga, it better be like 6 months to a year. I don't want you 2 weeks, and then you already talking to another dude. I'm territorial. That shit's still mine. I still haven't detached. It's very hard for dudes to walk away from territory because when it's territory, like that's where you slept at. That's where you spent most of your free time at. That's where that's where you made your abode in. So
that's who like for me, that's who I bonded with.
Yeah.
So when that time came, that shit was difficult as shit.
It was hard.
Yeah. Raymond though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
We don't take that shit well.
We do not take that well.
Like all that is.
I didn't take it well. That wasn't even that girl.
Like 100%, I understand all that. I'm talking more about the aftermath. Like the summer, that stuff. I was just like, oh, okay.
It's about to be a surgical summer. It's about to be a surgical summer.
We're gonna take it layer by layer.
I can't wait for the summer. I hate cold weather. Okay.
Yeah, man, you can't be a thought in cold weather.
I'm saying I can't be a thought.
I'm African. I can't be a thought in cold weather.
You can't be a thought in cold weather.
Thought this summer. I can't do it this summer because I'm in a relationship now.
Fuck you.
There's a lot of girls that do it.
I'm not cheating on him.
I ain't saying you got to cheat on them. Remember, there's an aesthetic of looking like a thought and being one.
Exactly. So you can walk up the joint in booty shorts, but as long as you're not touching, as long as he don't like it.
No, he will. He'll like that, so I can do it.
So then, what's the issue?
You know, one of my friends said you try to go out and talk about women, you know, being in a relationship, and you got pictures all over the internet. No dude wants to see that. I don't want to see no dude in your comments talking about he gonna eat your ass. And I was like, she can do what the fuck she wants. I said she can do what the fuck she wants because I found it funny because I'd be the one eating their ass while they talk about doing it. There's the difference.
Like I told him like, oh, during the summer I'm gonna be wearing like dresses, like short dresses and stuff. He said, please do. That's what my boyfriend said. He was like, please do.
Hey, look, I already don't like it. You can't do nothing to me.
Huh?
You already know
like jealousy, Philip.
No, I can't hear you.
What was that, Ray?
I said that sounds like jealousy, Philip.
No. But look, when it comes, me and father that had this talk 1,000 times. I am skeptical when black people date white people. Not saying they can't love who they love. You got to be careful because some of these people are still low key racist on the low. They have racist tendencies because they still don't. Some of them haven't accepted their white privilege, and they fetishize, especially the men.
Oh yeah,
you know this. You've been in the Navy. They fetishize black women. We get fetishized, you know, that big dick rumor and all that.
They'd be like, "Oh my god, that black cock, yeah."
Yeah,
give me that black cock. white
I've
girls.
Some,
already during the
some
talking stage, I've already assessed him and tested him with little things. He's good. He's clean. He's good.
You sure? I'm just saying, be careful.
Yeah, I already tested.
All right.
He's good.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing. He can be fine, but 6 months from now, he could just. I hate what such a. Oh, then he'll stop himself, and then you realize you want to finish that. You want to finish that sentence.
So there was a girl.
Not saying that is gonna happen, but it's just that like we know the history, right?
Mm-hmm.
We obviously know the history. We know that like white people have not been the best to us.
Mm-hmm.
So and there's a lot of and, like even when we want to date interracially, there's a lot of anti-blackness and a lot of like culture. So
Oh yeah.
you got to keep in mind that when you're like with somebody who's of another race, it's not that is a bad thing, but like to constantly check people from that other culture that probably doesn't know about black people or that have anti-black views is going to stress you out. So if you want to do all that, that's fine. If you think you can handle all that, that's fine. We're just saying exercise a lot of caution because it can get really difficult.
Really difficult. There's a lot of people who marry somebody of different, different stories of people marrying people of different races stuff and have to go through stuff with either their family, who's low key racist, or high key racist, or that person come out. I remember a story of a football player said how his wife used to call him nigger in front of their kids.
That's different. I would never let someone do that.
Crystal and Carrison know about that.
So some people tell me, "Oh, you can't judge everybody." No, okay, no, you're right. Can't judge everybody, but I can be cautious, and I'd rather not just put myself in that thing. But you, as a black woman, which I love to protect, I want you to be careful.
Right.
Because I say right now, I kill a white motherfucker. They can use it in court. I kill that white motherfucker.
He said you can use it in court. Damn it.
Yep. Sir, did you say? I don't know. My name wasn't on there. My name wasn't announced. I just came in out of nowhere. It ain't me. We just saying be careful. And sometimes we just like making jokes at you because all your exes look the same.
Because they are.
Hey, yo, that fight one killed me.
That's a funny one because I'm like, that's actually.
I love it. I love it every time.
Because it's true though. It really is. Thinking about it, I'm like, damn.
I don't have a type. 7-Up, Sprite, and Mount Sierra Mist.
I don't have a type. Yeah, okay.
But it's funny because I really don't have a type.
We all, you know what? People say they don't have a type. I believe we all do.
I have a type, nigga. I'll be the first to admit I have a motherfucking type.
I think we all do, but
I definitely have a type.
I definitely have a type.
I think I do have a type. You know what? Thinking about it.
There are a lot of people who won't admit that they have a type, but we all have a type. Like, what attracts us is the most. I'm finding out my type is she got that dark skin. She got braids. She's tall. It's tall. She about 5'8" or higher.
I know it's that
cornrows and manicured toes, pretty capri pants, and Parasucos.
I know it's that every time I get toasted and I go after a chick at a party or something, she's always dark skinned. I noticed that.
See, I'm gonna sound so bad because I do have a type, but it's more so like when it comes to like body types.
Right?
I got hey Raymond, tell him I got preference on body types too.
Yeah, petite.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. It's like slim thick or something like that.
Slim thick or just a little thick.
What's your cute ass?
I was thinking that. But it's like with me, I'm like either okay. You can be either kind of fit or like abs, muscles. That's how I'm like in between.
All that might change, Kayla. One day you might like you one of them stocky niggas with a little bit.
I know.
So she like the athletic type.
Yeah.
That's not surprising. I mean,
and I know that, and I always feel bad. I'm like, oh no.
Why you feel bad about it though?
You feel bad. Look,
because
you didn't go from the type all the time.
I
I know that one guy had a beer belly for sure. He looked like it.
Huh?
That one. That one. You know the one. I'm not gonna mention his name.
Who?
That one.
Oh.
Rhymes with Babe.
Oh.
Beer belly.
Fucking yeah. But like, I don't know why I always feel bad because I'm like, I know that's like sort of fucked up.
Everybody has a type.
Everybody's fucked up.
The problem comes in.
I ain't gonna say everybody's fucked up, but a lot of people fucked up. Based on, if you want to base it off their preferences. I mean, a lot of people exclude people based off of several different things.
But the problem comes in like, okay, that's your type, that's what your ideal is. But you might find somebody who's not your ideal body type or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And I'm open
to it. Shit, God forbid, my type, I might marry a white woman. I doubt it. That kind of hurt my soul.
Yeah, I would have to say my ideal would be a black woman, but it may not be.
Yeah.
And
if it wasn't, I wouldn't be fighting it. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. I feel like most of us black men nowadays, we want a black woman, but some of them be playing.
It's hard. It's very hard.
Yeah, it's very hard. Like they don't be choosing. So it's like when we get, because I know with me, like I want a black woman. Like that's first priority. Like that's what I'm looking for. But some of these Hispanic chicks be cooperating, and I'm like, bruh, I mean, I might as well because she right there. She not white, thank God.
It says she not white.
Yeah, like
something
light, bright, 2 shades from white.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
When I was dating around before I met Damon, it was like I would actually try to talk to black guys, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of them weren't interested in me. A lot of them.
I'm curious. How do women judge if a man's interested in them or not?
Well, sometimes they would tell me, "Oh, I'm not looking for a relationship with you."
Oh, okay.
Oh, they try to fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty much that. But then one time, this one guy, he was like, "Oh, you're pretty, but I'm not into black girls." He was
the fuck?
What?
I've heard that.
I'm like, but you swipe right.
Cool train coming.
Cool train come.
When I tell you he was
cool
like,
train come in.
Oh my God.
What about black on black crimes?
When I tell you he was so fine, yo.
You say that?
I was so mad.
American crime.
He was so fine, but he didn't want me because I was black. So.
Damn. I don't know what to say about that.
Fred.
Kayla, I need you. We need to build your confidence up.
Me?
Fuck these niggas. You need to unleash your inner black woman.
But she did. That's why she got herself a white man now.
And he be listening to me. I be like, what's up?
You in that honeymoon phase.
We're already a month in.
Yeah,
but it sounds like to me that you was going for these black hoes.
I was just honestly, when it comes to race, I don't care which race. I don't care as long as we like mesh well together. I'm like, whatever. You can be.
But the black men you found sound like hoes.
Yeah,
they sound like hoe ass niggas.
They were
hoe ass niggas.
They were. They definitely were actually. There's one guy though that he just stopped talking to me. He was actually on Broadway. He was on Hamilton. He was touring with Hamilton. He was in DC for only a few months, but he was touring with Hamilton.
That clout got to him, and so he was open up for other chicks. Mm-hmm. That's why when you go for a famous dude, especially when he new famous or he just getting into it, he ain't trying to settle down. He trying to test his options.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
Royal Oaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's.
Can I tell you right now, I want to settle down. But if I got famous all of a sudden, I'll be testing options. I wouldn't be trying to settle down with a motherfucking body.
Nigga, I'm fucking.
I'm laying the pipe.
I'm laying pipe.
That's Najee, number one.
Magic Johnson said he he couldn't possibly tell what chick gave him HIV due to the fact that at least once every away game, which is 41 games in the basketball, is 41 away games in the basketball season. I'm gonna give it take. I'm not sure, but we're gonna round it to 41 because it's half the season. That's 41 different women in like part of a year, couple of years, like about 1 year. You famous, and you just got people throwing at you. Sometimes you just say, fuck it. I mean, look at Kevin Hart. Man, and cheated on his last wife, this wife.
I know.
Sexy, like,
Okay,
and that nigga's short.
I wouldn't even try getting a relationship. If I got family, I wouldn't even try getting a relationship until I was satisfied with what I've been missing out on all these fucking years.
Yeah, same. Unless it's Tinashe, then I'm putting a ring on it.
Unless it's who?
Tinashe. I'm putting a ring on that
him,
motherfucker.
I'm so happy for him.
That just wiles me away with personality and I'm famous.
Yeah, girl, you gotta be careful about dudes that got some type of clout going on or fame going on.
There's this one guy who was signed to Jaden Smith's label.
Really? What happened with that?
When we stopped talking because he turned out to be kind of a creep. And then also, I think he got let go from Misfits. So. Yeah. He got let go. He didn't tell me that. I had to find out after we stopped talking. And yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, bro, I can't do Tinder no more. There's too many white women on that bitch.
On Tinder?
I deleted my Tinder when I got in.
Yeah, when I see white chicks on Tinder, I'm like, really? I don't think they would. I would be like, they ain't going for it unless like famous or some shit. Not famous, but if you famous or you got like a lot of money or some shit.
Yeah.
So that's why when I see white women on Tinder, I just swipe past that shit because I'm like, I ain't got the money you're looking for, so.
See,
I think Tinder is stupid in general, but that's just me.
Tinder is dumb.
I deleted it once I.
All niggas a little stupid in general.
I deleted it once I met Damon. Like once I met him, I was like, okay.
Well, you had a reason to delete it then.
But it's not people because what? Out of all the people looking on it, it's probably like 5% actually looking for a real relationship. Everybody was looking to get their rocks off.
Yeah, that's
they get their candle waxed.
No, that's
Tinder. Fucking. I don't know why people look at it as a dating site. Tinder is for fucking.
No, that's almost all of the like dating apps. Even the page. Even the page.
Yeah, all that.
Some chick on Tinder was trying to get me to be her male girlfriend.
What?
I was like, she was trying to get me to be a platonic friend with her. So I was like, motherfucker, I ain't come on here to be nobody's platonic friend.
Women do that though. I had a friend, she went around just meeting other women on Tinder to hang out with. But I also I was like, you might be lying, but women can do shit like that. Yo, I was on POF and some nigga came on POF talking about I'm looking for male friends. Nigga, get out my inbox.
I'm like, we can take it a little slow or whatever, but I mean, I ain't doing platonic shit on this bitch.
Nah, you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me. I said nigga this time. He wanted platonic friendship. Bruh, get away from me.
He was a man seeking a man. All right.
If I want platonic friendship, I go hang out with the homies.
Nah, that's the weird part. I had man seeking women, so I'm like, how did you find me? That means you took the time to log in and click female looking for a male. No, you know.
At least you ain't get caught with a trap.
You said at least what?
I said at least you ain't get caught with a trap like them trappies that be on there.
Oh God.
It's a trap.
Look, this is why I love Black Planet. Black Planet met a lot of people off of Black Planet, and they was asking who they were. So
I'm glad to tell you what they are exactly.
What?
Talking about as far as those new women.
Oh, the trannies?
Yeah.
Oh, some of them they tell you like in their bio.
Some of them tell you, but some of them don't.
I never had one that didn't tell me. I go look.
Well, they tell you once you start like this, like the ones that don't, they tell you once y'all start talking. Like
Yeah,
I start asking them questions like, "Do you have any kids?"
No, I don't even need to go there. Sometimes it's like, "Hi, oh, by the way," or they say something coded like I'm a special kind of girl. And I'm like, okay, I'm gone.
Like, I'm rolling out of here. Transform and roll out.
And then somebody tried to tell me why it was considered trans phobia, but I was like, I still don't want to believe that. They're trying to tell me if you meet somebody and you like them, you get to know them, you like them because they're a real cool person, but you find out they're transgender, you don't want to date them. That's transphobia. That was like me hanging out with a dude I didn't know was gay. Then he come out gay to be talking about. Oh, no, that's what.
Well, I want kids.
I had a
Eventually.
whole fucking argument about that on Twitter. This whole ass bitch was trying to tell me, bro, that's transphobic. You don't want to date her because she's trans, and I'm like, you damn right.
Like, I'm a
My
trans
thing is,
queer.
I don't think that we should be getting killed and all that stuff. They should find love, but like Dion said, I don't want nobody that didn't love themselves first. They couldn't accept themselves for who they were.
Like, I'm a whole trans supporter. I'm a supporter. I'm a supporter of the T in the LGBT. I'm a supporter, but that's not transphobic. If you don't want to date a trans person, that's not transphobic to me. That's not transphobic.
Right, like that's your preference. That's what you want.
Exactly.
And I said that's like your preference. That's what you want. And a lot of us actually want to start families at some point.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them can get pregnant though. Like trans women, they can get pregnant.
Trans women.
You mean trans men?
Trans men?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, see, I'm not dating a trans man. I'm not dating anything that even looks like a man. I don't even care if it was a woman. If it looked like a man, smell like a man, I ain't touching. I ain't fucking with that.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this podcast up. So as always, we're gonna have our final say, and I'm gonna start with Kayla because we're gonna get yours out the way first.
Yeah. Okay. So, my final words: long live Mac Miller. And Jussie Smollett's a dumbass bitch.
Philip, you're next.
I don't even know what y'all talked about, but Jussie Smollett, bruh, I hope you got some OJ luck out here. Get that OJ Simpson luck.
Hey yo,
Skip Jones at the last
niggas.
Hi, Skip.
What's up, y'all?
But
you tell me when we ended the podcast.
When we ended
we just about to end the podcast. You
would have been better if I wasn't so tired.
Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chats.
And yeah, that's it. Uncle Phil out.
Oh, so everybody's saying farewell.
Yeah.
Usually I give everybody their last word. So you go ahead and give your last word.
Let me get my 5 seconds of fame here and show my black ass.
5 seconds.
I thought that was a black KKK hoodie for a second.
Just Deadpool.
Yes.
I missed you at CastleCon, by the way.
I know. Where the hell were you?
I was everywhere.
I was floating around.
He almost fought me.
You was Spider-Man, so yeah.
Yo, Ray,
you ran up on me. I put my guard up.
Man, I'm still sore from that shit.
Yo, Ray almost swung on me, and I almost flipped him.
Always stretch before you cosplay.
You didn't flip me.
Always stretch before you cosplay.
You will feel it tomorrow.
You gotta loosen up them hamstrings. You gotta loosen up them hamstrings.
I took Bay with me. She enjoyed it. It was pretty much that feeling that all of us time going to a Comic-Con or anime convention. It's like you walking into this whole world, new world full of people and shit.
Yeah.
It was fun though. It was fun.
All right, Clarence.
But
Oh, you still got something to say?
huh?
You still have something to say?
No.
Oh, go ahead, Clarence.
I was like, up in this America, we need to stop being such big hypocrites. You can't come up in the conventions dressed like hoes or anywhere dressed like hoes on a regular basis, and they get mad when a video game character does it, or when someone designs a video game character that way. That's hypocritical. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. We can't keep on doing that. You gotta see it in real life if you want to make it so if you're gonna make it a standard in the game industry. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, Father.
Stop fucking blaming straight black men for dumb shit. Tired of them niggas. Damn.
I'm tired of this shit.
Damn. Yo, men do this, men do that, men do this, men do that. God damn.
No. Black men.
Yeah, black men.
We down low. We ain't got no job.
We ain't shit.
We passing on the STDs to the whammons.
No
To the
whammons?
whammons. The whammons.
It sounded like you said Wegmans. I'm like the grocery store.
Whammons. We passing on STDs to whammons in Wagmans. It's that serious.
Whammons and Wagmans in wagons.
Yes. The whammons and wagons.
You stay away.
Great value?
Don't fuck them whammons over there, because we gave them STDs. I'm telling you.
That's how it happened. Straight black men are the reason why we get killed out in the streets. Straight black men are the white people of the black community.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
I remember that article. That one.
We got. Oh yeah. We also have straight black man privilege too.
We do have male privilege.
That is male privilege thing.
We have black male privilege. Straight black male privilege. Specifically black.
Specifically black. I don't know about all that.
I don't know about that either.
That sounds bittersweet.
Yeah, that sounds like a mouthful.
We ain't got no job, no money, and we ain't got no. We don't have no structure. So I thought that was all stuff that came with male privilege. Especially white male privilege. That's what white men have. There's a difference between black men and white men. White men have structures. We not so much.
Okay.
Only in music industry.
And in Jordan lines.
And the what?
And inside of the Jordan lines.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah. The Jordan.
Those new J's.
I'm just saying, if I tell her to twerk, that means I'm being oppressive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if it's like she's not there to dance with? What if she's there to dance with her friends?
Then dance with your friends. Don't bump up to me.
Oh, true. You're right.
Oh yeah, I missed it.
But you gonna have undesirables in the party anyway.
I didn't really hear anything he said.
I can't hear nothing.
It sounded like
why are we talking about ugly people in the club?
True. Lights come up, she look like a guy.
Where did that come up?
Because they're there.
It looks the same in the club when the lights are off.
When
everybody looks better when the lights is off.
That's when you leave.
All right, I'm gonna leave it at two things. One, Ken and Kel are bringing back all that for Nickelodeon, so I'm happy about that.
I'm afraid of that because they already fucked up Double Dare.
No. Nobody watch game shows no more. I think all that can work in this era.
I think so. It'll be fun. I'm gonna check it out. I'm excited.
I don't know.
I'm giving it a chance. I'm usually skeptical about this, but I'm giving this a chance.
I'll give it a
chance. And when we talk about Jussie Smollett, I don't want him to go to jail for this. To the contrary, because everybody's like he should do jail time. I'm on the he should not do jail time. He just needs a very stern talking to by the whole black community.
And the LGBT community too.
And Terrence Howard needs to start it off Taraji P. needs to
I want
curse him out.
Taraji to dog walk him. What the hell?
He just needs a stern talking to.
A stern talking to
The-
like, no.
And make sure you shake your finger at him. Do a lot of finger shaking.
And it's
Okay,
like,
this
why
is
don't
okay.
you ever do that again?
I thought
Don't
Djibouti
do
was
that.
funny, Ray, and Lil
Huh?
Tito on the way he went at Jussie.
Hold on,
dude-
what?
The dude from Djibouti.
I
Djibouti.
don't know, man. He kind of faked the police report.
No, no, that video I posted from what's that? The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. That one dude, the one gay,
Oh, I saw that.
Djibouti, whatever his name.
Djibouti?
I still didn't think he was funny. That was just me.
I thought it was funny. Maybe it was gender accent.
Nah, because I know some gay funny black people. Xavier's one of them. But Xavier's hilarious. But
Xavier has me crying all the time. He's hilarious.
But I also, learned a new law, that trans, gay, specific, definitive bullshit ass law. It's a fucked up law. And for you don't know, in 47 states, no, it's a fucked up law because in 47 states, if you, Maryland and Virginia being, I think, part of that 47, if you go out here and you beat up a transgender person or a gay person, and you can claim it was in self-defense because they made a pass at you,
What the?
you get a lighter sentence.
I'm gonna whoop someone. Oh my god.
So basically, but that's a
That
little.
sounds like some Virginia
That sounds like
law shit.
That's
also,
all that
Offset
stuff
album
kind
comes
of
out
law.
tonight,
Why would
so
they
I'm gonna
pass
listen to that.
That's so hateful.
Mhm.
This is America.
Oh.
Yeah, this is America.
It's a hate crime.
I wanted to mention something about the Oscars. Okay.
Good.
So
Okay.
I may sound like a terrible person, but I don't think Black Panther is going to win Best Picture.
I really don't think it should.
I don't think it should either, because honestly, okay, I saw literally every movie in the Best Picture this year, and I'm honestly not saying this as biased. I want A Star Is Born to win.
That might win. It's white enough.
No, Black
It's
Panther
not white
isn't.
enough. It's good.
So
I
what
feel like
other
Black.
movies is in that category anyway?
I'm pretty sure it is good. I haven't seen it. I'll take your word for it. It's good, but
Either
it's
that-
going. I think it's going to be like the Queen.
Yeah,
It's
either
just-
A Star Is Born or Black Klansman should win Best Picture. I have
But
both. on
what was
Blu-ray.
the other? What was the other movie choices?
It's Roma, Black Panther, Black Klansman.
Black Klansman was good.
That's really good. What else? Bohemian Rhapsody and The Green Book.
I think Bohemian Rhapsody is gonna get it.
What?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Because
watch this show called Adam Ruins Everything.
I love that show.
yeah, that show's great.
Okay, if you watch the awards part of it, y'all know that the Oscars is fake. So it's all about who can promote
It's
the
fake.
best.
Yeah, and that's
So
why I think Star
pandering
Wars
to the
will win.
voters.
And I'm not
Another
mad
way-
at
think it's
that
gonna
movie's
be-
good.
I
So in
just
other
want
words,
Bohemian Rhapsody to win.
Promote it to the voters.
I just want Bohemian Rhapsody to win, even though there was some slight inconsistencies with their facts in that movie.
Yeah, like some of the
that-
albums were out of order.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff was out of order. That shit made me feel like I was at that fucking concert.
Yeah.
Like that jump, you had grown ass people crying because they felt like that 12-year-old that first liked hearing Queen for the first time.
Right.
I don't think Black Panther should win Best Movie because I mean it was a great movie. I've seen it like 20 times already. But at the end of the day, it's another Marvel movie.
Right. I don't think
The
do
climax.
think-
The
I do
climax
think
wasn't
that
that
they-
good. The climax is what.
I really feel like
I do
honestly, you
think
know
they
what?
should win Best Soundtrack and Best Score.
Yeah, Best Score
Yeah.
should go to Black Panther, but I want A Star Is Born to win Best Original Song.
I hate that.
In the shine.
All right, I'm muting you. Muted.
I only say that I think they should win Best Score because Ludwig Grossman, the guy that does he does a lot of songs with Childish Gambino,
Mm-hmm.
including Redbone. He
Yeah.
actually like went to Africa, studied the music there, like toured with the African artists, and like came up with these crazy scores that was like you was feeling that shit.
Right. I
When
adore
Black
that
Panther was turned
soundtrack.
into
So
a
I
king, you heard
genuinely
that.
think,
I
yeah,
felt that shit.
the score should definitely go to Black Panther.
Well,
Best,
no, they did that for the whole movie. All the tribes, they did that for the whole movie. The
yeah,
director,
Yeah,
the actor,
man.
the language is from South
but
Africa.
you know what, Skips, you got me thinking. I do think now for me, I think it should be either Bohemian Rhapsody, Stars Born, or Black Klansman. One of those three, and I'm golden.
Wow.
I'm
I mean,
golden.
Black Panther is only really in it because of his cultural impact. Like,
Yeah,
It pulled all
because I
the
had a
tribes.
mostly like majority black cast and the topic and shit.
Yeah.
yeah, the
So
topic and also like the reactions to the movie, and also another really important part about the movie is the records that it broke. Like, it became the number
Yeah,
3 movie ever.
Yeah, ever. And I'm like, that makes me
in
happy.
like 1 month.
I think it's like Titanic, Avatar, and Black Panther.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
It is.
Avatar, Black Panther, and Titanic. And not in that order, but like, yeah.
I thought Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, it's on that list, but not as high.
With inflation, I thought it would still be the highest.
Say it again.
With inflation, they say it's still the most. Like, if you do the numbers, it's still so the most. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just wanted to rant about the Oscars because I'm excited.
I'm still ain't
Free
watching
Kevin Hart.
because I don't watch award shows.
Oh, see, that's my whole thing. I'm a whole film buff, so I have to see him.
the
I have to.
Oscars makes her feel young again.
Bro, now I want to watch a movie after this podcast. I'm gonna watch a movie after this podcast.
I'm
I
gonna go
always
like
do.
Crew versus the
I'm not
World.
playing Apex Legends. I'm probably gonna watch Django.
I love that game.
What game?
Apex.
Kayla, you
I don't
probably
think I ever seen
couldn't
it.
shoot a stationary target.
Say it again.
You couldn't shoot a stationary target.
I tried because my boyfriend plays, and I tried, and he laughed at me because I couldn't do exactly that.
Oh Lord, Kayla with her niggas playing.
I was going to say, do you play it on Xbox or do you play it on the PS4?
PS4.
I like them a little bit now.
Oh,
No, I
then
do
yeah.
want to play
After
on
this,
my
I'm gonna
own.
go
I
back
do
to
want to
playing
get
my
on
Red
my
Dead
own
Redemption.
and play it.
Lit.
I do actually want to play that game. It looks really fun.
Okay,
Somebody
you
try
got
to,
to roll with me one day.
Yeah, that'd be so fun because I really do want to play that
somebody
game.
tried to tell me that Red Dead was dry.
Reddit's dry. Say it again.
Red Dead.
Red Dead.
Oh, Red
Red Dead
Dead.
Redemption 2 story was dry. But
Because I do want to play those games, the Red Dead
Who
Redemption
said
games.
that
I
so
hear
they
they're
can catch
really
hands?
good.
Who said that so they can catch hands? This blasphemy.
it's a really yeah.
I'm
Especially
really
the
hope
graphics on that
Apex
shit. Oh my
Legends.
god.
I mean,
really
Man, I played.
he said the
Let
story.
me tell you, I played a mission earlier with dude. We had to chase some dude right for a bounty. This nigga was hiding in the cabin right because he's a little bitch ass nigga. And like this right, you see this dude face mangled fuck up, like you see brains and everything. Like you ever seen Men in Black when who was it, Agent K shot dude in the face?
Chill.
Hey, that's how you know that impact when his face explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how dude face look. I'm like, yo, this shit real.
Hey, you played the story skip or you playing online?
I don't even play online for real. For real, I get mad every time I play online because I
No,
be
Yeah.
by my, I be having
Isn't
like
Apex
5
mostly
niggas jump me.
online?
there's a part in the story and where you're walking with somebody in the game, you talking, and the next thing you know, you just get his brain blown out, and it's just like, oh shit. Then you got shoot out with a whole town.
Yeah, the jump just loud. I would have beat it a long time ago, but I keep playing all the side stuff, doing like the strange encounters and stuff. So it take me a minute. Only like 90% there.
Nah, that story is like 60 hours long, but it's worth it. Even the side stuff is worth it. That's why I was like,
R.I.P. Arthur Morgan, realest nigga. Hey, the realest dude in that game is Charles. He's like half black, half Indian. My man spiritual as fuck,
Oh
but he'll
shit.
kill you. He'll kill
What?
you without hesitation.
Half black and half Indian.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Look,
This game,
Ross, when
that
you said
game
that,
is
I
really
thought someone
diverse.
died. I thought you
half
someone died when
black,
you said
half.
that. Because I already lost Karl Lagerfeld.
Who?
From Fenty and Chanel.
It's
Karl
it's
Lagerfeld,
a
photographer,
designer.
fashion
He's a
designer.
designer.
Oh, the dude.
All right, so I'm gonna really end it this time. I would
Oh,
like to thank everybody for joining the podcast tonight. I think we had a great podcast.
Yeah.
So I like to thank Skip for coming in at the last moment.
Yeah, never on schedule, but always on time.
Yeah, I like to thank Taylor for being first.
I was first.
shut up.
All
You
right,
So nigga had
until
to
that,
download
this is
Google Hangouts.
you know what. Let me say podcast, and I'm out. Peace.
All right.
Bye.
See you later.
know.